हाय हेलो एवरीवन मेरा बच्चा लोग कैसे हैं सब हाँ I hope everyone is doing good but I want to hear it from you all so I'm going to look into the chat box and I hope you all are going to tell me you all had a super amazing super great day everyone. Hi Rashi, hi Madhurima, hi Ranajit, hi future scientist Rashi, Oi, then Khushbu, then future engineer, future scientist, Yogi, happy girl. A big hi to every one of you and happy to see this much of excitement and energy in the classroom. And with this energy itself, I can easily guess that you all had a super wonderful day. है ना मेरा बच्चा लोग? बोल दे. Didn't you all had a super amazing day? And obviously this is the day of colors. I hope you all are enjoying this Choti Diwali, है ना? What do you say, Choti Diwali or Chotu Diwali? So tomorrow you all have the big Diwali. Advance wishes to all of you for this amazing Diwali. And I hope just like the festival is full of colorful, your life is also going to be so much of colorful, right? Great day, Satya. Yes, I know that you all might be having a very great day. Thank you so much, everyone. So whoever is seeing me for the very first time, this is Ameer, your physics educator at Unacademy. And those who love me more, what do you all call me? Isn't it Ameer Bhaiya, you all call me? Yes. So that's it. A bit of introduction about myself. I hope you all can see on the screen, isn't it? I have an experience of more than 3.5 years in the field of teaching JEE, NEET and board student. I'm a beta graduate from NIT Calicut. This is all about me. Okay? Now, bacha log, tell me what is the topic we are going to discuss in today's session? It is from the topic of electric potential and capacitors, right? We have completed half portion of this particular chapter. The remaining half, which means about the properties of conductors and capacitors, will be done in today's class. I hope you all are excited for the session, है ना? So, I'm going to ask a small favor from all my bacha log. Do you know what is that small favor I'm going to ask you? Yes, share this particular class to every one of your friends. Ask every one of them to join as soon as possible, right? Okay, so that we can learn this particular topic together. So, in the meanwhile, I'll just give you a brief introduction about this Unacademy platform, what is happening here and all those stuffs. You know that there are so many amazing teachers who you love to attend their live classes, isn't it? So how can you attend the live classes? Once you have the notifications and alerts on time when these teachers, when these educators come live. This can only happen once you are a part of Telegram group. Because in this Telegram group, Hannah, whatever happens in our YouTube channel, everything will be updated. So I think you should be a part of this Telegram channel. So the link is given. I hope you all can see the link, है ना? जल्दी फटाफट link copy करके join कर ले Telegram channel जल्दी, ठीक है? Bugs Bounty, what ये Bugs Bounty program क्या होता है? This is an amazing way for every one of you to grab as many prizes as possible. क्या करना है आप लोगों को? You just have to go to the description. There you'll find a form. And what do you have to fill in the form? If you're finding any inappropriate content, fill in that form. And if that is valid, you will be getting so much of gifts. Wow. Then, Emerge program. Needless to say, you all know what this Emerge program is for, so that you can ace in the upcoming term 1 examination. Because the term 1 examination is going to be a bit new for all of you, because we will be having new examination pattern with multiple choice questions, assertion recent type questions, and case study questions, right? So if you want to ace and get a very good score in this particular exam, you should be having enough practice. So the live mock test, which is the Emerge program, will be happening every week. Okay, so we all are expecting, and if you want to be a part of this Emerge program, while you come to the platform, the code, the referral code that you have to use is AMB10, so that you can enter into this Emerge program completely for free. Make use of this amazing opportunity, है ना? So I hope you all are gonna make use of it. Now I'll take 2 more minutes from your life. Okay, and I'll explain Unacademy subscription features in this 2 minutes. Your friends also can join. I hope you all have shared the class with your friends and colleagues, in your school groups and everything. Okay. So to the new students in the classroom, I'll just explain what is this Unacademy subscription platform and why it is so much important. You know that everything is available for free in YouTube. Even this class, what we are having here, it is in YouTube. But what makes this a subscription platform of Unacademy so much special? I'll tell you. Because in subscription platform, we all educators will be teaching with a proper schedule, targeting board exam, JEE examination and NEET examination. Then we'll also make sure that whatever topics are being covered in the classroom, it is going to be in a proper order, and you can keep track of all the topic that is being covered in the classroom. Then what happens? Yes, you'll start falling in love with all these subjects because everything will be in an orderly fashion. You also know once you start loving something, what happens? You'll be giving your complete time, your complete attention, and your complete excitement will be there for that. Obviously, you are going to make a huge progress in all those study things, and your marks is going to be super great, isn't it? You all know that. Then, top educators of the country who's already having a very good experience in the field of teaching is there to teach you. They'll be telling you the examination pattern, what are the kind of questions you should be practicing. You just want to follow them. You'll be ending up in the colleges wherever you want to, isn't it? Study materials will be given to you. Practice test and live test series will make you super confident and will bring out the best from every one of you. For all these super cool features, you should be going for Plus subscription. In Plus subscription for 12 months, it will cost you 1250 per month. बच्चा लोग ठीक है. Do you need to pay that much? अरे बिल्कुल नहीं, क्योंकि हमारा पास है कोड. ये कोड क्या करता है? AMD code, referral code will give you extra 10% of discount from the already mentioned price. Isn't it amazing? So have a smile, बच्चा लोग. ठीक है. Some of you will be like, sir, we want more features. So if you want all the features of Plus subscription, and if you want some more extra features, the best subscription is Iconic. Because in Iconic, you will be getting extra personal mentor. Matlab, this person will be there to tell you what to study, how to study, which means he'll be there to take away the stress from your head, and you can you can learn when this person is there with you. Then live doubt solving classes will be there, weekly reports will be given to you. So for all these super cool features, for 12 months, it will cost you 2333 per month. Do you need to pay that much? बिल्कुल नहीं. क्योंकि मेरा चलो क्योंकि हमारा पास है कोड, है ना? AMB10. Use this, get 10% of discount from the already mentioned price, and be a part of an academy family. Start learning with us, bacha log, and make your dream come true. Go and learn in the colleges whichever you're dreaming about, isn't it? Yes. So, ab bol de. Are you all ready for the session to get started? Are you all ready for the session to get started? I can't see that vibe. I can't see that energy. कहाँ है आप लोगों का energy? जल्दी दिखा. And tell me, जोर से चिल्लाकर, sure, we all are ready. You just started, right? And let me tell you, I hope you also know that Menti है हमारा at the end of the session. Menti quiz है. So just listen to each and every concept and all the multiple choice question that we do in the class. ठीक है? And let me see who's going to ace or who is going to top in that Menti quiz that is going to happen at the end of the session. So keep on learning, keep on listening to the class, keep on writing short notes, everyone, and let's see who's going to be the winner. So shall we? Diya, Ankit, Myara, Utkarsh, Sumit, Satya, Diya, then Sudeep, Kunal, then Vaishali. Let's crack it. Yes, so everyone, all my bacha log is ready with a big smile on your faces, hai na? So why I have to wait? Why I have to stop? Let's get started. So in today's class, the first topic of discussion is properties of a conductor. You all know what a conductor is, right? Those material which has free charges and those free charges which can move, we call it as conductors. Okay. First property of a conductor. देख ले, everybody please note it down also. Excess charge on a conductor resides on its outer surface. Matlab, if it is a conductor, to a conductor, whatever is the charge we are giving, all the charges will be on the surface only. This is what is being said as the first property. Now tell me, if all the charges are residing on the outer surface, what will be the value of electric field inside the conductor? If there is no charge inside the conductor, electric field will obviously be zero, hai na? Matlab, inside the conductor, electric field will always be equal to zero. This also you can consider as one of the property of a conductor. One is charge will be on the outer surface. Write it down, mera bachcha log. Electric field inside the conductor will be equal to zero. ठीक है? This is the very first property. Now, why the electric field inside the conductor has to be zero? Have any one of you thought? It's very simple. If electric field was not zero, matlab if there is some value of electric field inside the conductor, what will happen? A force will be experienced by each and every charges because force is given by Q into electric field. So when the charges experience forces, it will start moving. It will start moving. If the charges starts moving, what is produced? Current, electricity will be produced, hai na? if current electricity is produced, electrical energy will be produced. But isn't this completely against the conservation of energy? Because we have learned that, what we have learned, energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. देख ले, here the energy is being created, which is not at all possible. That is the reason why it is told that electric field inside the conductor has to be zero. If it is not zero, it will be against the law of conservation of energy. समझ में आ गया बच्चा लोग? समझ में आ गया मेरा बच्चा लोग? हाँ, सबको समझ में आ गया ये? So please note it down. जल्दी फटाफट नोट कर ले. The very first property of a conductor. ठीक है. The next property of a conductor. Okay, next property देख ले. The electric field and the electric field lines are normal to the surface of a conductor. We all know that charges will be on the surface of a conductor. That was the first property. Second property tells that electric field lines are that will always be perpendicular to the surface of a conductor. Second property. Now you can ask me, sir, why the electric field lines has to be always perpendicular to the conductor? What happens if it is not? Let's see. You only will answer me. देख ले. Let's say the electric field is making some angle and residing on the conductor. Obviously, if this is theta, there will be a component of electric field along the surface of a conductor. What will be its component? E cos theta. Can you see that? Okay. So what will this E cos theta component will do? This E cos theta component will be providing a force to the charges. Force is equal to Q into electric field. So the electric field along the surface is E cos theta. And with this particular force experienced by the charges, what will happen? Charges will start moving. If charges starts moving, electrical energy is produced. Electrical energy production is completely against the conservation of energy. So this is also not possible. That is the reason why we should be having electric field always perpendicular to the surface. Note it down. Second one, all these are very important property मेरा बच्चा लोग. ठीक है, questions can directly come by using all these concepts. So note किया बच्चा लोग? जल्दी बताओ. अनुराग शर्मा, स्टाइलिश सुमित ATC10, फ्यूचर साइंटिस्ट, सब ओके ठीक है. एक्सप्लेनिंग रीजन और क्या? सो आई हैव टाइम आई थिंक, सो दैट्स व्हाई आई एम एक्सप्लेनिंग ऑल द कॉन्सेप्ट. ठीक है, ओके. नाउ गोइंग फॉर द नेक्स्ट प्रॉपर्टी. Okay, next property, third property is going to come. So before that I thought fourth property has to be explained. That's the reason why I kept fourth, then the third property. ठीक है, देख ले. Okay, the fourth property tells that the potential of a charged conductor throughout its volume is same. मतलब if I am taking a point on the surface, if I am taking a point inside, if I am taking a point here, wherever you take a point inside the conductor है ना, okay, the value of potential will be same. Wherever you take, the potential will be same. That is what is being told as the fourth property. Can you tell me why it has to be same always? Reason क्या है? अरे I'll tell you. देख ले. Let's say that here the potential is V1 and let's say at another point the potential is V2. Okay, at different points let's say the potential is different. And let's also assume that V1 is greater than V2. If there is a potential difference between these 2 points, what happens? बता दे. the charges will start flowing from higher potential to lower potential. And if charges start flowing again, current will be produced, which will be producing energy. Isn't it completely against our conservation of energy? बिल्कुल. Isn't it? So that is the reason why, again, the potential has to be same throughout the conductor. Fourth property, please note it down. It's very important. ठीक है, so many questions are going to come. That's why I'm telling you. चलो note किया तो we can move to the next one. हाँ Purna, very good. Conservation of energy. There are so many people who's interested in knowing the concepts, not just the formulas, not just the definitions, right? Because the concepts is all about physics. Physics is all about concepts. So yes, Musammad, Nazreen, okay, Aroi. हाँ ठीक है. I was also thinking the same है ना, तो मैं भूल जाता है सारे टाइम. Okay, I was supposed to use the yellow color है ना, and बीच में red color आता है, पता नहीं. ठीक है. So अगला, which means the third one. We are not going for the derivation of this because it's a crash course है ना. So Those who want derivation, please do text me in Telegram. I'll be explaining you, or you can post in the group. So anyway, the third property tells you that electric field at any point close to the charged conductor, which means ये है ना हमारा conductor. Let's say I'm taking points very close to ऐसे at all these points है ना. If you try to find out the electric field, इसका value होता है sigma by epsilon zero. Epsilon zero सबको पता है what it is, permittivity है ना, permittivity of free space. ये sigma, it is not necessary that everybody will be knowing. ये sigma क्या है? अरे देख ले, ये surface का पूरा area A है तो ठीक है, and if we are providing a total charge of Q to the entire surface of this conductor, sigma is the charge per unit area. ठीक है, total charge by total area is equal to what? Sigma. ठीक है, those who don't know ये भी note कर ले. Okay, so this is our third property. Obviously we have discussed the third property after the fourth one. दिक्कत थोड़ी ना है, everything we have to learn. So note कर ले. Note किया everyone मेरे बच्चा लोग. Okay, yes. Hi Anurag sir, happy Diwali. Okay, the very last concept, which is electrostatic shielding. First let us understand ये electrostatic shielding क्या होता है. ठीक है, देख ले. Then I'll also explain the reason, because the concept of electrostatic shielding is थोड़ा important, and by knowing it you can do so many problems also. So I'll explain the concept also after that. First let us understand ये electricity process क्या होता है. ठीक है, इसका meaning क्या होता है. Electrostatic shielding is a method of shielding a particular region or a space from the effect of an external field. Okay, which means if you want to protect some region from the external electric field, that process is called as electrostatic shielding. मतलब if you want to make the electric field as zero at a particular region, उसका process है electrostatic shielding. So now we are going to see how can that is possible, how the electrostatic shielding is possible. ठीक है, देख ले बच्चा लोग. At a region we have electric field that is in the downward direction. ठीक है, so we have a downward electric field, but what I am thinking is I want a space. Okay, I want this much of space where the electric field has to be zero. क्या करेगा मैं? What I'll be doing is I'll be taking a box like this. Okay, I'll take a metallic box like this and I'm going to keep it in this region. So what happens? Take ले, once I take in this particular metallic box and keep in this region. So ये हमारा metallic box है. ठीक है, हमारा metallic box. So there is external electric field ऐसे, okay, ऐसे external electric field which is already existing is there. ठीक है. Now tell me, will a force be experienced because of this external electric field by the charges? Obviously a force of Q into E will be experienced. So electric field is in the downward direction, so the force experienced by the positive charges will also be in the downward direction. मतलब है ना, all the charges inside this conductor will be repelled and it will get accumulated at the downward part. ऐसे plus. What about the negative charges? अरे force F is equal to minus Q into E, isn't it? Because charge is negative. So the direction of force is negative to the direction of electric field. मतलब if electric field is downward, the force experienced by negative charges is ऊपर. So what happens in the opposite direction of electric field? मतलब in the upper direction, negative charges will be experiencing forces. So negative charges either it will get accumulated. Can you see? Can you see that? हाँ बिल्कुल. Now tell me, because of this positive and negative, will there be an electric field produced? बिल्कुल, because we know that electric field exists from where to where? From positive towards negative. From positive towards negative, isn't it? Now what is that specialty you can see? Array, the induced charges will produce an electric field opposite to the direction of external electric field, and this electric field produced by induced charges will cancel the electric field inside this whole region. So inside the whole region, what will be the net value of electric field? Zero हो जाएगा. समझ में आ गया? एंड इस प्रोसेस का नाम है इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक शील्डिंग. ठीक है, समझ में आ गया सबको? समझ में आ गया? जल्दी बता विद अ स्माइलिंग फेसेस बच्चा लोग. ओके टेल मी, हाँ सर बिल्कुल हमको मस्ती से अच्छे से समझ में आ गया। जल्दी आरोही, शंखमित्रा, मोसम्मद, कुणाल, एनी, आनंद, जल्दी जल्दी जल्दी। यस विशाली, निकी, ओके सो सब नोट कर रहे हैं ना, विशाल, सना, एनी सब नोट कर रहे हैं, नोट किया क्या सब? एवरीबॉडी, नाउ इट्स टाइम फॉर डूइंग अ प्रॉब्लम। Okay, now it's time for doing a problem. Akshita, instead of asking me to repeat the same thing, you can ask any specific doubts. Hai na? Even if I repeat, I'm going to repeat in the same way, na? Because I'm the same teacher, my concept is same. So what you can do, you can just rewind the particular session and listen to the same. Okay, that will be a great thing. Chandu, please don't spam. Whatever your doubt is, you can ask me. Okay. नाउ क्वेश्चन कर लिया हमारा क्वेश्चन एंड जल्दी से फटाफट बोल दें हमारा उत्तर क्या है, ठीक है? ट्राई ड्रॉइंग अ फिगर एंड डूइंग द प्रॉब्लम सो दैट यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड इन अ बेटर वे। जल्दी जल्दी। सत्या बोल रहा है कि ऑप्शन ए हमारा आंसर है, ठीक है? फिर आनंद भी बोल रहा है कि ऑप्शन है। फिर और कोई है क्या विद द उत्तर? सुदीप सेज इट्स ऑप्शन ए। Satya, A, everyone is A. Nikki says option B, ठीक है? So only one person with different option. Sana says option A. Okay, so let me tell you this amazing, super happy news to everyone. The news between the answer given by every one of you is simply wrong, ठीक है? हमारा उत्तर है, हमारा उत्तर कौन है? हमारा उत्तर ऑप्शन सी है मेरे बच्चा लोग। लेट्स सी हाउ दिस क्वेश्चन कैन बी डन, है ना? देख ले। सो लेट्स सी वेयर इज द कंसेप्चुअल मिस्टेक यू ऑल आर हैविंग, ठीक है? लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड एंड गेट द करेक्ट आंसर। फिगर शोज 3 concentric thin spherical shells A, B and C. Obviously figure is not there, but still you can do the problem. So हमारा first shell, okay, second shell, you don't need red color है ना? I also hate red color, क्यों यूज कर रहा है मैं पता नहीं। So हमारा पास है third shell also. Let's name it as A, B and C, ठीक है? So the radius of each is given. First one is having radius R, second one is having radius 2R and the third one is having radius 3R. बिल्कुल सही है। The shell B is earth. ये shell है ना? ये shell, हाँ, this is our shell B. It is earth, ऐसे, it is connected to the earth, ठीक है? फिर भी कोई दिक्कत नहीं। And shell A and C are given with charges Q and 2Q. Can you see the shell A? We are giving a charge Q, okay, and we are giving a charge of 2Q to the shell C. Question ये कि find the charges appearing on the inner surface of B. Let us understand the concept पहले. First tell me, looking into the inner sphere, can you see the sphere A? It is told that the charges is given to the inner sphere and the amount of charge given is Q. Tell me बच्चा लोग, where this entire charge will be residing? Those who listen to my concept of conductors, properties of conductors will be telling me, जल्दी बता, where the entire charge of Q that is given to the inner shell A will be residing, वो बता. Will it be inside, outside, or will it be a continuous distribution? क्या हो सकता है? क्या हो सकता है? क्या हो सकता है? कहाँ हो सकता है मेरा बच्चा लोग? किसी को भी नहीं आता है? अरे 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 अरे, हाँ सत्या, ऑन द सर्फेस देख ले, इनसाइड द वेरी इनर शेल, ओके, कैन यू सी एनी चार्ज डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन? कुछ नहीं, कुछ भी नहीं. सो द एंटायर चार्ज गिवन टू द इनर शेल विल बी रिजाइडिंग ऑन इट्स एक्सटर्नल सर्फेस. कैन यू सी दिस? द एंटायर चार्ज विल बी रिजाइडिंग ऑन इट्स एक्सटर्नल सर्फेस. You know that charge has a property to attract the opposite charge, है ना? So whatever is the charge present on the external surface of the conductor, so it will be attracting the opposite charge on the inner surface of the second shell, which is our shell B. Can you see? Can you see that? Can you see that? हाँ. So tell me, what is the question? Question क्या है? Question क्या है? Find the charges appearing on the inner surface of B. So as the capital Q on the external surface of shell A, as it attracts equal amount of negative charge on the inner surface of B, the amount of charge on the inner surface of B कितना होता है? कितना होता है? Negative Q. समझ में आ गया? So I hope you all understood why the option C is our correct answer for this particular question. जल्दी बोल दे. हाँ बिल्कुल सना, वो ये हमारा उत्तर. हमारा उत्तर, that is our answer. C തന്നെ सना. Okay. Okay. Yes. Now that's all about the properties of conductor. I hope nobody is having any doubts. Shall we move for the capacitor? बच्चा लोग जल्दी with full of excitement बोल दे. हाँ सर, हाँ आमिर भैया, भैया आप जाइए. We can start with our new topic, capacitor. Okay. Yes. Yes everyone. Okay, capacitor, let's get it started. हाँ भाई साहब, रुचि. Okay. Tell me what this capacitor is. What this capacitor is, just read the statement, you will understand. Any two conductors separated by an insulator, it will be forming a capacitor. Can you see? This is one conductor represented by one line. This is the second conductor represented by the second line. Okay. And what you have in between should be an insulator. Usually what we will be having as the insulator, it will be air or it will be vacuum. Hai na? So this setup is simply called as what? A capacitor. Two conductors where there is an insulator in between them, we call it as a capacitor. Okay, this is the structure of a capacitor. And you will be asking, you can ask me. Okay, you can ask yourself also. A capacitor, why we need this capacitor? I say we should be having two conductors. It should be separated. Yes, of Q. This is used for storing the charges, which means on one of the plates we will be storing a positive charge and the other one will be storing an equal amount of negative charge. So capacitors are used, one of the uses for storing the charges. Second use, whatever is a stored charge, we can discharge it through the external resistors whenever it is being required. So this is the second use of capacitor. One is to store the charges. Second one is to discharge those and to produce current in a circuit whenever it is being required. And this is simply hamara capacitor. Okay, jaldi. So this is how it is, which means its structure is any two conductors separated by it. And what is the use of a capacitor? It can store charges and discharge them to produce a current in an external circuit. समझ में आ गया सबको? समझ में आ गया? with a smile, note कर ले. Those who want the perfect definition of capacitor can go with this. Those who want the understanding level of capacitor का definition, draw this diagram and write down whatever I have told you. हो गया? बच्चा लोग, आप सबके पास छोटू बुक है ना? Which means that small book you all are carrying, छोटू बुक है ना सबके पास? Which means your short notebook मेरा बच्चा लोग. So I hope you all are writing down these formulas, okay, and all the concepts. It's very important. We can say capacitor is like a battery, okay, but there are some difference between battery and capacitors, okay, because the action of capacitor is so much instantaneous. Matlab, whenever the circuit requires some charge or current, it will be giving instantly. But in the case of battery, those who have a power backup in your houses, once the electricity is gone, you might be knowing it will take some time for the battery to kick in and the electrical energy to get into our circuit, which means some time lag will be there for the battery, but capacitor, it will be so much instantaneous. Okay, now moving on. कोई गड़बड़ नहीं है ना? Everybody have understood? ठीक है. Next is to understand a term called as capacitance. ये term क्या होता है? ये capacitance क्या होता है? Capacitance is a word okay, which tells the ability of its capacitor to store the charges. Just read the definition. The measure of the ability of a conductor or a capacitor to store charges is known as capacitance. So if the value of capacitance is more, it simply means the given capacitor can store more amount of charges. If capacitance C value is less, इसका मतलब है कि the amount of charge it can store is छोटू होता है. It will be very less. Okay. Then, what is the definition, which means the equation of capacitance, that is equal to Q divided by V. ये Q क्या है? Q is the amount of charge that is present on this capacitor plate divided by the potential difference across them. So Q by V can be read as, defined as, देख ले, the charge required to raise a potential through 1 unit. मतलब क्या है? Q by V, how will you define what is Q by V? It is a charge per unit volt, है ना? Q by V मतलब charge per unit volt. इसका मतलब ये है कि across this capacitor plates, if I am providing 1 volt, how much of charge will be stored? Charge stored if you are providing 1 volt potential difference across a capacitor plate, that is what is defined as capacitance. समझ में आ गया? Okay, that is the exact statement here. Capacitance of a conductor is defined as the charge required to raise its potential through 1 unit. मतलब if you are giving a 1 volt potential difference across the capacitor plate, how much of charge is stored inside it? ठीक है? And the unit of capacitance, very important, वो है farad. Okay, with the symbol F we have. So the unit of capacitance is farad. Note कर ले. So have you all written down all these points till here? हो गया? ठीक है? Okay, very important it is. Very important, very important, very important. Okay. A very simple and a chotuza direct question. So those who are listening and in the last 2 minutes will be simply give me the answer because it's a question, direct question. You just need to do the division or multiplication. Jaldi uttar de de. Noted Satya, very good. Muhammad, yes. Nikki, yes. Okay, so उत्तर क्या है इसका? Read the question and दे दे उत्तर. अरे ऑप्शन ए और ऑप्शन बी तो एक ही है ना? So I'll just make it as 300. Okay, ये है 400, ये है 100. So I just made some changes in all the options. Satya says it's option B. Then Sana says it's option B. Prakati says option Satya. Then Musammad, Jajati, Chantu. Okay, so everybody is giving me the answers. Then very good, very good, very good. हमारा option है option B. ठीक है, how will you do it? Question is to find out the charge. Charge का formula क्या है? CV. Because we know that C is equal to Q by V. So Q कितना होता है? C into V. Cross multiply कर ले. C is equal to 2 microfarad, that is 2 into 10 power minus 6. ठीक है? And V voltage is equal to 100. So ये कितना? 200 into 10 power minus 6. Charge का unit है coulomb. So this is equal to 200 micro coulomb. कितना है हमारा ऑप्शन? हमारा ऑप्शन है B. आ गया आसान से, है ना? So this is a simple question direct from our which means the formula we have learned और कुछ नहीं. Okay, yes. आ गया ना समझ? Okay, now let's see how to find out the value of capacitors, okay, in different structures. If you are using different shapes, in all different cases, let's see how to find the value of capacitance. ठीक है? अरे नोट कर रहे हैं ना सब लोग? मैं हाथ जुड़कर बोल रहा हूँ, नोट कर ले. ऑल दीज आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर्मूलाज. ओके, क्वेश्चंस कैन डायरेक्टली कम फ्रॉम ऑल दीज फॉर्मूला, इसीलिए बोल रहा हूँ आपसे. अमित राणा, मैं बिल्कुल नहीं इग्नोर कर रहा है. कैसे कर सकता है मुझ तुझे? ओके, आई कांट इग्नोर एनी ऑफ माई बच्चा लोग, कभी भी नहीं. ओके, यस मुसम्मद. ओके, सो वेरी गुड. इफ एवरीबडी इज नोटिंग मुसम्मद, अक्षिता, देन IAS, आरोही. ओके, सो देखिए, if you are having a spherical conductor, which means a conductor in the shape of a sphere with a radius r, the value of capacitance is equal to 4 pi epsilon 0 r. Okay, we are not going for the derivation, है ना? So obviously it's a crash course, we can't go for the derivation, there is no time. So capacitance का formula, just write it down, 4 pi epsilon 0 r. It is the same equation you have to use, because in some questions they'll be telling that if earth is considered as a conductor, okay, what is the value of capacitance? Earth, we assume that it is having the shape of a sphere, है ना? So if earth is having the shape of a sphere, for finding out the value of its capacitance, which formula we have to use? 4 pi epsilon 0 r. Okay, so I just have told you one more thing extra, so ये भी note कर ले. Already written, stylish सुमित, ठीक है, बढ़िया बात है. Okay, Very good, very good. Next, the common capacitor or the general capacitor that we'll be learning in this chapter is parallel plate capacitor, which means both the conductors that we use are two plates which is kept parallel to each other. Okay? So on the faces, okay, can you see the faces which are facing each other, the surfaces which are facing each other? So one of the surface will be having plus Q and the other will be having the minus Q. Okay, so the capacitance is found out as that particular charge of equal and opposite divided by the potential. Okay, so capacitance is equal to Q by V. Okay, now that is not the thing you want to learn from here. If it is a parallel plate capacitor, okay, ये है two parallel plate capacitor which is kept like this. Can you see? Okay, which is having a plate area. ये होता है plate का area, which means the area of my palm, which will be corresponding to the area of a plate. That is, plate area A is given as A epsilon 0, which is permittivity of free space, divided by D. D क्या होता है? If these are the two plates है ना, that perpendicular distance between the plates होता है D. So this is the formula for capacitance. So if we are having air as a medium in between two capacitor plates, which is having an area A and the distance between the plate is D, capacitance का value है A epsilon 0 by D. जल्दी everyone नोट किया तो बता, नोट किया तो जल्दी बता. अम्मू, अक्षिता, आरोही, जल्दी जल्दी जल्दी. हो गया? Noting to done with a smiley face. Okay, so next, based on that particular question, we have a small problem. But here the problem itself is a chota problem, which means there are some things which you need to be knowing. Don't worry, जिसको पता नहीं है, obviously I'll be explaining the concept after you giving me the answer. First 30 seconds, ये 30 seconds है ना आपका लिए. Let me see how many of you can give me the answer. Ready to do the problems, Anna? Okay, let me ask you, are you loving this particular 30 seconds or 40 seconds of time which I am giving you so that you can read the question and do the question by yourself? Happy Diwali, happy Diwali. Thank you so much, Jajati. Okay, tell me, are you all loving this particular thing? Anand says it's option C. ओके होता है. आई डोंट थिंक मेरा बच्चा लोग ऐसे करता है क्या? आर यू सिंपली टॉकिंग इन द चैट बॉक्स? ऐसे नहीं हो सकता, मेरा बच्चा लोग ऐसे नहीं करेगा, मुझे भी पता है ना, मुझे भी पता है, तो मत कर ले. सो प्लीज कॉन्सेंट्रेट एंड टेक ऑल द नोट्स एंड डू द क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम हियर. ओके, सो सत्या सेज ऑप्शन बी, अम्मू सेज ऑप्शन बी. ठीक है, लेट्स सी, शैल वी डू दिस प्रॉब्लम? ओके, सो यस, लेट्स सी how this particular questions can be done in an amazing way. देख ले, simple way. A charge of 2 microcoulomb is given to one plate of a parallel plate capacitor of capacitance of 0.2 microfarad and a charge of 4 microcoulomb is given to the other plate. The potential difference between the plates is. Okay, let me remind you what we have learned till now. We have two capacitor plates. Okay, देख ले, if on the faces which are facing each other, if one of the surface is having plus Q, the other should be having minus Q, है ना? In this case, the formula for capacitance is Q by V, isn't it? Or the formula for V is equal to Q by C. This equal and opposite charges is Q. Now, in this particular question which is given है ना, देख ले, on one of the plate it is 2 microcoulomb and the other place it is 4 microcoulomb. So here the question is to find out what is potential, but potential का formula है Q by C. C का value directly given, but Q we have to find out. ये Q क्या होता है? Once again, it is the equal and opposite charges present on the surface facing each other. ठीक है, मतलब we have to distribute this 2 and 4 on all the 4 faces of this particular what? Particular plate. How many surfaces are there? 4 surfaces. ठीक है. Now let me tell you, we don't have time for derivations. ठीक है, so बच्चा लोग मत पूछिए ऐसे क्यों सर For the time being, please by heart it as such. Okay, later if we have any long-term classes, I'll be explaining you why it is so. Now, if you have charges present on the plates of a capacitor, if you want to find out the charge on extreme faces, which are the extreme faces? Phase A and phase D. The charge will be exactly equal to the half of total charge present on all the surfaces. What's the total charge present on all the surfaces? That is 2 plus 4. So this is 6 by 2, this is 3. This is the rule. Okay, please by heart it as such. For the time being, we don't have time for derivation. What is it? The charges present on extreme surface of the plate will be exactly half the total charge. So either it is 3. Matlab, on this surface it will be 3, on this surface also it is 3. Now it is simple, problem is done. If you take the first plate, I'll use different color so that you can notice. Okay, this is our first plate. Total charge has to be 2, but already there is 3 on this surface. So how much should be the charge on here? -1. Because 3 plus -1 will give it the total charge as 2 microcoulomb, which is the total charge present on the first plate. If -1 coulomb is present here, how much will be present on this particular surface? How much will be present? +1, because -1 will be attracting equal amount of positive charge on the facing surface. So -1 will be attracting +1 on the other surface. Now check whether the total charge of 4 microcoulomb is satisfied if you look at the charges on both the surface of a given plate. On this side it is 3, on this side it is 1. 3 plus 1 is it 4? Bilkul. So yes, we have it's like we have distributed the charges successfully on all the surface of a given plate. है ना? समझ में आ गया सबको? समझ में आ गया how to distribute the charges on the plates of a capacitor? ठीक है. Now give me the value of potential Q. Q is that equal and opposite charges, that is plus and minus 1. So it is 1 microcoulomb. It is 1 into 10 power minus 6 divided by C. Capacitance का value कितना है? 0.2. देख ले here 0.2 microfarad. 0.2 into 10 power minus 6. 10 power minus 6 will be cancelled. 1 by 0.2, it is 10 by 2. कितना? 5 volt. हमारा उत्तर है ऑप्शन ए. मिल गया सबको? समझ में आ गया सबको? हाँ, विद स्माइलिंग फेसेस जल्दी बोल दे. क्लियर है मुसम्मत? कुणाल, आनंद, जल्दी बोल दे पूरा का पूरा बच्चा लोग विद स्माइलिंग फेस. हैव यू ऑल अंडरस्टूड? इट्स नॉट अ बिग डील एट ऑल. वी हैव डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड द चार्जेस ऑन ऑल दी सरफेसेस. वही बात है. ओके, समझ में आ गया? क्लियर है अम्मू, वैशाली, आनंद? हाँ, क्लियर से ना? कुणाल, ओके, निकी, यस, सत्या, क्लियर, एवरीबडी इज क्लियर. सो ठीक है, लेट्स मूव ऑन. अगला क्वेश्चन. So अगला क्वेश्चन. So if you all are very clear about the previous concept, you'll be able to do this question also. जल्दी फटाफट. BHI gamers is telling physics boring है. ठीक है. At last you have finally realized physics is boring. A big clap for you. ठीक है. मुझे और कोई नहीं कर सकता. Done, Shruti? So उसका आंसर दे दे. What is the answer for this particular question going to be? Answer. Okay, so Nikki says it's option B. ठीक है. फिर और कोई है? जचती साहू says B. आनंद says B. और कौन है? और कोई है क्या? Then मुसम्मद says option B. ठीक है. So we have so many options B. लेकिन हमारा सही उत्तर है option C. ठीक है. Shall we find out? Anybody gave me the option C? Okay, just now Amit Rana gave me the option C. फिर भी बहुत बढ़िया. ठीक है. Let's see how this question can be done. A parallel plate capacitor consists of two circular plates, each of radius 12 centimeter, separated by 5 millimeter. मतलब radius का value is 12 into 10 power minus 2 meter, converting centimeters to meter. and distance between the capacitor plates, which is small d, is 5 millimeter, that is 5 into 10 power minus 3. Okay. Capacitor is being charged by an external source. ठीक है. The charging current is constant and is equal to 0.15 ampere. So the current is 0.15 ampere. सही है. The rate of change of potential difference between the plates will be, ये rate of change of potential difference क्या आता है? अरे, it is dV by dt, isn't it? So what is dV by dt? d by dt of, how will you write potential in a capacitor? Isn't it Q by C? V equal to Q by C. We all have learned. Capacitance is a constant. 1 by C into, what is it? dQ by dt. Can you see this? Yeah. Tell me what is dQ by dt? Rate of change of charge. Array dQ by dt is current, hai na? So on the numerator we have I divided by C. वही है. Okay. So we'll continue this. So dV by dt, which has to be found out, is equal to I by C. Okay. So what we have to find out is I by C. I का value is 0.15, that is 15 into 10 power minus 2. कोई दिक्कत नहीं है ना. 15 into 10 power minus 2. फिर it is capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor. Formula A epsilon 0 by D. अभी भी कोई दिक्कत नहीं. कर ले. 15 into 10 power minus 2. D is the distance between the plate, that is 5 into 10 power minus 3. The whole divided by A. Area of circular plate is pi, that is 3.14 into R square. R कितना है? 12 into 10 power minus 2. 12 है क्या? 2 है क्या? 12. So 12 square, that is 144 into 10 power minus 2 square, it is 10 power minus 4. Because those who don't know, let me write it here. Area is pi R square. I didn't do anything. मैं और कुछ नहीं किया बच्चा लोग. ठीक है. Into epsilon 0. Epsilon 0 का value 8.85 into 10 power minus 12. ठीक है. So we can do a bit of approximation वाला thing here. So let me keep on doing. First let us make this 10 power minus 12 into 10 power minus 4 is 10 power minus 16. ठीक है. If 10 power minus 16 goes up, it will be going as 10 power 16. Let me cancel this. 10 power 16, 10 power minus 3, 10 power minus 2 कितना होता है? 10 power 11. Okay, so I'm cancelling all the powers of 10. Okay, फिर बाकी क्या है? Sir, what is left is 3.14 by 15. So I'm just making approximated calculation. So when we have big calculation, it is always approximation. Okay, let's see how the approximated calculation can be done. Everyone, 15 by 3 instead of 3.14, do it as 3. So कितना आता है? 15 by 3 is 5. Okay, so 5 5s are 25 है ना. ये cancel कर ले. 25 in 144, convert it as 150. Okay, कितना होता है? 25 by 150 कितना? In 150 25 goes 6 times. Okay, so the answer is 1 by 6 into 8.85. Okay, into 10 power 11. So 8.85. Okay, I am doing complete approximation. ठीक है. Okay, what is 8.85 approximated as? Approximate to 10. So 1 by 60 होता है into 10 power 11. I am simply approximating because there is no time for doing the actual mathematics for me also. When you are in the exam mode also, मत कर ले पूरा का पूरा multiplication. ऐसे 3.14 into 15 ऐसे करने पे उत्तर नहीं मिल जाएगा. टाइम ऐसे ही बढ़ जाएगा. ठीक है. So 1 by 60, 10 power 11, write it as 100 into 10 power 9, 10 power 11 divided by 60. So this will be an answer of 1.60, 100, 40 पे 40 पे 6 कितना जाएगा? 40 पे 6, 6 6 are 36, 1.6 into 10 power 9 almost. Answer is 1.6 into 10 power 9 almost. A value which is close to it is option C. है ना? This is the way we approximate ऐसे and find the answer. ठीक है. Did I do any mathematics here? कुछ भी नहीं किया, मैं ऐसे ही कर रहा हूँ. ओके, फिर भी हमको उत्तर मिल गया. ऐसे ही कर ले. ठीक है. समझ में आ गया how we do mathematics? You will be asking, sir, this is big calculation, कैसे कर सकता है? Like we did it in some seconds. Okay. So समझ में आ गया. दिक्कत थोड़ी ना है सबको. सबको समझ में आ गया. ठीक है, देख ले. Okay. Okay, shall we proceed? Now, we all know that if you are having air as the insulator between the capacitor plates, capacitance का formula है A epsilon 0 by D. But instead of air है ना, if we keep some other dielectric मतलब क्या है? Don't think that dielectric is something another material or something. Dielectric मतलब insulator का दूसरा नाम है dielectric, ठीक है? Okay. So if we are keeping another insulator in between the capacitor plates, let's say if I'm keeping wood or anything, the value of capacitance C dash in that case is equal to K times A epsilon 0 by D. A epsilon 0 by D मतलब into K. ये क्या K क्या होता है? What is this K? अरे K is equal to epsilon by epsilon naught. What is epsilon? It is the permittivity of the material. Epsilon is the permittivity of the material. Permittivity of the material to epsilon naught मतलब permittivity of air is equal to the K value, dielectric constant. Sometimes we also call it as relative permittivity. ठीक है? So if you are using any dielectric other than air है ना, capacitance का formula होता है K times A epsilon 0 by D. You can also write C dash, the new capacitance is equal to K times A epsilon 0 by D. What we can substitute it as? That is the value of capacitance in the case of an air. So if we insert a dielectric constant, the new capacitance will be equal to K times the initial capacitance. ये भी नोट कर ले. नोट किया बच्चा लोग? जल्दी फटाफट नोट किया? नोट किया? जल्दी 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 नोट कर ले. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. लेट मी टेल टू एवरीवन इन द क्लासरूम. ओके, सो हम जा रहे हैं, ठीक है. अदर देन एयर इज इक्वल टू के. हाँ वही है टीन स्पाइन. ओके, दिस इज अ वे ऑफ सिंपली लर्निंग फिजिक्स. ओके, नाउ another formula for capacitance. Okay, in that case we are having a dielectric, but not the entire space between the plates is covered by dielectric, which means only for thickness of T है ना. Okay, we are keeping this dielectric. The remaining spaces, देख ले, the remaining spaces are air itself. In that case, formula for capacitance is A epsilon 0 by D. Okay, same as before. From here minus T plus T by K. T क्या होता है? The thickness of the dielectric constant. प्लस T by K क्या होता है? डाइलेक्ट्रिक कांस्टेंट. ठीक है? ओके ओके, यस 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 यस. Okay, now that's simple two topics which you all might be knowing, which you have learned in the case of resistors also. अरे if two resistors are connected in series है ना, equivalent resistance क्या होता है? R1 plus R2. Similarly, if capacitors are connected in series ऐसे, equivalent value of capacitance कितना होता है? Formula is equal to, it is just the reverse of what you have learned in resistors, because in resistors it is C1 R1 plus R2, but in the case of capacitors, if it is connected in series, it will be having the formula of parallel connection, that is 1 by C equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2. Very important, learn it as such. As such matlab, the equation for combination of capacitor in series is just the opposite of resistors. Learn it as such so that you will remember. Else there is a more probability of giving the wrong answer. ठीक है? So 1 by C equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2. ठीक है? समझ में आ गया सबको? Okay, note कर ले. So instead of 2, if there is 3 capacitors, it is 1 by C3. If there are 4 capacitors plus 1 by C4, if there are n number of capacitors, add it till nth capacitors. ठीक है? हो गया. Now if they are connected in parallel, देख ले, just the reverse. Because in parallel, if in the case of resistance, it is 1 by R equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. But in the case of capacitor है ना, उल्टा होता है. मतलब if capacitors are connected in parallel, equivalent capacitance will be equal to C1 plus C2. That is what it is. Okay? Yes? Yes, 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 yes. And let me tell you one simple thing to every one of you. whatever simple methods है ना, those who have learned rule of symmetry, Wheatstone bridge का rule, okay, balanced Wheatstone bridge condition, all those rules that you have learned with respect to resistors, the same rule is applicable in the case of capacitors also. Let me tell you that. What is it? All the rules that you have learned related to the case of resistors, such as rule of symmetry, current rule, okay, then those who have learned balanced Wheatstone bridge condition, those who are in my class of current electricity, I have taught each and every way of finding out the equivalent value of resistance, okay. Whatever concepts we use there, same concept we can use it here also while solving the equivalent value of capacitance. ठीक है? So yes, क्वेश्चन कर लें फर्स्ट, जल्दी फटाफट. Let me see how many of you are actually listening to the class. जल्दी जल्दी जल्दी. What is the answer going to be, बच्चा लोग? Read the question, look into the figure properly and find out which all capacitors are connected in series and which all are in parallel. So can you rend your brain for your students only? ये क्या होता है? अरे, I was also like this when I was in 11th and 12th, okay? Which means you just need to practice. करना है थोड़ा, हो जाएगा. Satya says option B. Nikki says option A. Satya now अभी तो change किया, option C दे रहा है अब. Anand says C. Jajadi says A. फिर आरोही says C. Amit says C. Sudeep says C. फिर ओके यस, लेट मी टेल यू है ना बच्चा लोग, हमारा करेक्ट ऑप्शन क्या है? हमारा करेक्ट ऑप्शन है सी. शैल वी फाइंड आउट? अरे इफ वी मार्क दिस पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट एज ए एंड बी, it is against this A and B, we need to find out the total capacitance. Tell me, ये C1, ये C2, ये C3, how they are connected? In series. थोड़ी दिक्कत है. So if three capacitors are connected in series, equivalent is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. All are having a capacitance of 10. So 1 by 10 plus 1 by 10 plus 1 by 10 कितना होता है? 3 by 10. Okay, that is 1 by C equal to 3 by 10. So C कितना होता है? 10 by 3. मतलब the entire combination of these three will be producing an equivalent capacitance of 10 by 3. So you can remove all these three and replace it with one single capacitor of capacitance value 10 by 3. ठीक है? Now देख ले, ये 10 by 3 and the C4, how they are connected? Their ends are connected together. मतलब they are in parallel. So equivalent, C equivalent is equal to, in parallel case, just add the capacitance. मतलब 10 by 3 plus C4, fourth capacitor is also having the same value of capacitance, which is 10. 10 by 3 plus 10 का value कितना है? 30 plus 10, 40 divided by 3. मिल गया हमको उत्तर ऑप्शन सी. इसमें क्या है? इसमें क्या है? Wasn't it a simple question? अच्छा लो बता, क्वेश्चन सिंपल है या नहीं? हाँ, मुस्कुराकर बोल दे हाँ सर, बोल दे श्योर, इट वाज अ वेरी सिंपल प्रॉब्लम. सो keep on doing more and more problems बच्चा लोग, ठीक है? So you will get to the concept and there is no need for rending my brain and all. Your brain itself is super great and super amazing than me. So थोड़ा प्रैक्टिस करना है, वही है बस, हो जाएगा एग्जाम पे. और क्या, ये क्या है, थोड़ी फिजिक्स है ना? ओके, सो समझ में आ गया सबको? एक और क्वेश्चन करना है. ओके, लेट मी सी व्हाट ऑल आर लेफ्ट. ओके 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 ओके, सो क्वेश्चन देख ले एंड ये क्वेश्चन कर ले. लाइक आई टोल्ड यू, you can use all the concepts. Okay, you can use all the concepts that we have used in the case of solving resistance. मोदी जी बोल रहे हैं हाय. सो हाय. ओके, 15। ओके, वेरी गुड, कॉन्फिडेंस आ गया, और क्या चाहिए, है ना। सो जल्दी जल्दी, इसका उत्तर क्या होता है, इसका उत्तर क्या हो सकता है। Anybody? And it's very simple. Those who remember the chapter of current electricity would have already given me the answer as a. You'll be telling, sir, this is the answer, just take it. Okay, in 10 minutes, we'll be starting with the Menti quiz. Let me see who's going to top the Menti aaj class pe. Okay, 10 more minutes, we'll start the Menti. We are at the end of numericals and conceptual part. So I can't see the answer. Very good. Anuradha has got the concept. Very good, Anuradha. Yes, it's Wheatstone bridge. Shall we just redraw this figure? देख ले. Starting from the point A, ये है हमारा point है. We have a capacitor C4. Okay, we have the capacitor C4. Okay, then from the point A itself, देख ले, it is connected to capacitance C1, capacitor C1. Okay, this is the end of the capacitance C1. Let me mark it as C, and this is the end of capacitance C4. This is D. So this is the point D. End of the capacitance C1 is C. You can see that C2 is connected between D and C. So ये है हमारा C2. Okay, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है ना. Now we have the point B here. Okay, ये point B. Where C3 is connected? C3 is connected between the point D and B. ये है हमारा D. This is B. So between D and B, we have the capacitor C3. I'm just reconnecting the same so that you can understand in the easy way. Where C5 is connected, one point of C5 is connected to C point, ये है हमारा C point, and the other plate is connected to the point B, C5. क्या दिख सकते हैं आप लोगों को? What do you all can see? Wheatstone bridge, WSB, Wheatstone bridge is what you can see, है ना? Now what you need to check is whether the given Wheatstone bridge is balanced or not. Let us check the value of capacitance. C1, C2, C4 and C5 का वैल्यू है 4 माइक्रोफैरड. C1, C2 है क्या? अरे ये C1, C3 है. C1, C3, C4 and C5 has equal to 4 microfarad, which means this is 4, this is 4, this is 4 and this is 4. All the capacitance are of equal value. How will we check whether the given Wheatstone bridge is balanced or not? Array capacitance of this by this, that is 4 by 4. Check whether it is equal to capacitance of this by this, that is also 4 by 4. Are they equal? Equal. If it is equal, we can say that the given Wheatstone bridge is balanced. What is the use of having a balanced Wheatstone bridge? इसका use है कि we can remove the central one, isn't it? Simple हो गया अभी. If there is no capacitor in the central, now you can see how C3 and C4 are connected. देख ले. They are connected in one single line in series. So value of equivalent capacitance is 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2, because in series of capacitance just the opposite. 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4, 2 by 8. Okay, so 1 by C is 2 by 8. C is 8 by 2, that is 4. ठीक है. So similarly, this C1 and C5, yes, C1 and C5 are connected in what fashion? Series itself. So their equivalent will be equal to how much? अरे मैं तो गलती किया. Why any one of you in the classroom didn't tell me? अरे mathematical गलती में किया. Nobody mentioned that in the chat box. अरे 1 by C is 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 is 2 by 4. Everyone is like, हाँ जो सार बोल रहे सच बोल रहे. I can also make mistakes, है ना? Whenever I make mistakes, आप सबको ड्यूटी है to tell me, sir आप इधर गलती किया, make the mistake, make changes in that. ठीक है. So 1 by C is 2 by 4, C is equal to 4 by 2, that is 2. Which means these two capacitors will be combining to form a single capacitor of what value? 2. Similarly, the bottom 4 and 4 is combined in series, that will be making a single capacitor of 2. Now tell me ये 2 and ये 2 how they are connected. अरे their ends are connected, देख ले, their ends are connected, they are in parallel. So in parallel equivalent is equal to C1 plus C2 है ना, मतलब 2 plus 2 कितना होता है 4 microfarad. So the equivalent value of capacitance is 4 microfarad. Option B है हमारा आंसर. समझ में आ गया? It's not a big deal at all. छोटू सा क्वेश्चन था, छोटू सा कॉन्सेप्ट था. हाँ, let me see that smiling face in everyone. Okay? अभी तो उत्तर सही है, 4 है. Okay, the correct answer is 4. No doubts, no mistakes, कुछ भी नहीं. I'm damn super confident. Just do that. Okay, done. Okay. Now, next question, which means not the next question, which means the next concept and the formula. You have to note it down. But chalo, we know that it's inside the capacitor. The charges will be stored. है ना? So if charges are stored inside the capacitor, there is a potential energy that is being stored. The amount of potential energy stored inside the capacitor plate is equal to Q square by 2C. Formula क्या था? I'm sorry. So the formula for potential energy stored inside the capacitor plate is equal to Q square divided by 2C. This is very important. Note it down. Those who want to be having different formulas, you know that Q is equal to CV from the basic equation of capacitor. So Q square will be equal to C square V square by 2C. 1C cancel कर ले, CV square by 2. This formula also you can use. ठीक है? You can learn only one equation. The other equations are the derivations from Q equal to CV. So आप सबको करता है. I'm not going for in detail for that because मेरा बच्चा रोको आता है. ठीक है? ठीक है क्या नहीं? बोल दे. I know that it's 11:10, but can I take the energy of every one of you to next level? Can I take the energy to next level? सर थोड़ा टिप दे दो फॉर्मूलाज लर्न करने के लिए. द टिप ये है कि ओके, सो वेक अप अर्ली इन द मॉर्निंग. ओके, टेक अ बाथ, ऐसे बैठ ले, ठीक है, अच्छे से. टेक एन वेरी गुड नोटबुक. Okay, a clean sheet, take a pen, open करके start writing down all the formulas first from all the chapter, topic by topic, फिर start by hearting. ठीक है, यही होता है और कुछ नहीं है to learn the formulas. ठीक है, थोड़ा मेहनत करना ही है. Okay, there is no such thing as simple way that I'll be telling something ऐसे कर सकता है. There are some things, okay, some formulas are there which you can by heart it in a tricky manner or what, but anyway you can't do all the formulas in that way. We have to sit and write and we have to give the effort. So energy, are you ready? Shall we start with our Mendy? Mendy के लिए ready है क्या सब? बोल दे. सॉन्ग है ना हमारा, बोल दो ना जरा दिल में जो है छिपा, मैं किसी से कहूँगा नहीं. So everyone, I hope you all can see the code for joining the Menti, which is on top of the screen. कितना है? 92843151. Can you all see बच्चा लोग? बताओ. Can you all see? So if you all can see, जल्दी फटाफट जाकर join कर ले. And once you join, please tell me what your avatar is. तानिया सर, वॉइस अच्छी है आपकी. थैंक यू सो मच तानिया. ठीक है, थैंक यू. चेतनप्रीत का सर आपको तो सिंगर होना चाहिए. ठीक है, अभी तो लेट्स डू दिस मेंटी है ना. सो जल्दी फटाफट एवरीवन. The code is 92843151. So whoever is new to this Menti quizzes, those who don't know how to do it, I'll just tell you what you all have to do. Type in www.menti.com. and the code that you want to use is 92843151. Sana is like, sir, we need song today. देखेगा हम, है ना, थोड़ा एनर्जी बचा है तो देखेगा. ओके एवरीवन, वेयर आर यू ऑल? कहाँ सो रहे हैं आप लोग? कब आएगा? इतना देर क्यों? क्योंकि यू आर जस्ट 17 ईयर्स ओल्ड. थोड़ा एनर्जी दिखा सब लोग. हाँ, जल्दी फटाफट आ जाइए. क्या कर रहे हैं उधर? जल्दी जल्दी जल्दी. द कोड इज 92843151. जल्दी. ओके सो वैशाली इज दैट डोनट. ठीक है. अरे बाप रे. सो एक मिनट, मेरा बिल्ली आ गए अंदर, इनसाइड द रूम. ही इज मेकिंग ट्रबल्स. आई जस्ट पुट हिम आउट. ठीक है, एक मिनट. सो ये नॉटी बॉय. Okay, I'm really sorry. Okay, वो बिल्ली आ गया था. So shall we start? Shall we start, मेरा बच्चा लोग, with the very first question? So we're gonna start the very first question in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So yes, you all have 58 seconds, which means almost 1 minute to give me the answer. Go for it. I'll tell you how to do this. A parallel plate capacitor of capacitance 90 pico matlab 10 power minus 12 is connected to a battery, okay, of EMF 20. If a dielectric material of dielectric constant 5/3 is inserted between the plate, the magnitude of the induced charges. Matlab, once you insert a dielectric constant or dielectric material, how much is the extra charge that is going to get developed on the capacitor plate? वो ये हमारा question. Zulfikar, please don't spam in the class. Please don't spam. Chandu, code, it is 92843151. Very good. 3 students got it correct. बिल्कुल बढ़िया, बिल्कुल बढ़िया बात है मेरा बच्चा लोग. And who all are those 3 students who gave me the correct answer? It's Kiran, who was the fastest person. Jatin, very good answer. So don't you want to know how to deal with this question? I'll just tell you the method, okay? Because we don't have the time to do the entire problems. I'll just tell you the method. So we have the capacitor plates, I say. Okay, we have our capacitor plates, and the value of capacitance is 90 picofarad, that is 90 into 10 power minus 12 farad. Okay, the potential that is connected across is equal to kitna? 20. Okay, so tell me, what is the initial charge? Charge is equal to C into V. So this is 9 2s are 18 with 2 zeros. So kitna hota hai? 1.8 into 10 power minus 9, that is 1.8 nanocoulomb. ओके, थोड़ी दिक्कत नहीं. ओके, कोई भी दिक्कत नहीं है ना? ठीक है. नेक्स्ट व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इज, into the same capacitor plates where the same potential difference is there, we are adding a dielectric constant value 5/3. A dielectric material is added with the dielectric constant of 5/3. So what happens to the capacitance? We all know that new capacitance is K times C. So that is equal to K is 5/3 times C is equal to 90 into 10 power minus 12. Okay, so the new charge will be equal to the new capacitance into potential. So ये कितना हो गया? New capacitance is 5/3 into 90 into 10 power minus 12, and V is equal to 20. Okay, so we already know इसका value. ओके इसका वैल्यू कितना 1.8 नैनो कूलम इंटू 5/3. So ये कितना 1 is 0.6, this is 3 nano coulomb, which means the new charge is equal to 3 nano coulomb. Okay, the new charge is equal to 3 nano coulomb. Initial charge was 1.8 nano coulomb. So how much is the new extra charge that has appeared on the plates? The extra charge Q is equal to QE is equal to new charge minus the old charge, that is 3 nano coulomb minus 1.8 nano coulomb. कितना हो गया 1.2 nano coulomb. समझ में आ गया सबको? बच्चा लोग समझ में आ गया है क्या नहीं आ गया? आ गया क्या नहीं आ गया? जल्दी फटाफट बता दे, फटाफट विथ अ स्माइलिंग फेस. हाँ और क्या, समझ में आ गया ना? अच्छा वाला समझ में आ गया. ओके सो शैल वी गो फॉर द सेकेंड वन? शैल वी गो फॉर द सेकेंड वन? कहाँ है आप लोगों का एनर्जी? सोने के टाइम वक्त आ गया है, 10 मिनट और. ओके वी कैन डू सम एक्स्ट्रा गुड प्रॉब्लम्स, दैट्स व्हाट आई एम सेइंग. Okay, so it's time for the next question. It's right in front of you. If the effective capacitance of a two capacitor connected in series is 100 microfarad and in parallel is 400 microfarad, then the capacitance of each of the capacitor. कैसे करेगा? Okay, I hope you all can see. Do you want me to go down? Which means, do you want me to bend a bit low? Okay, so I tried bending my head a bit low so that you can see the entire question. है ना? Okay, so you all have 20 seconds more. जल्दी फटाफट उत्तर दे दे. How many of you have marked the options? How many of you have marked the options? Sharik says A, then okay, then Sharik itself says D. So your students are really fast. So who are you? You are also one among my students, है ना Sana? So yes, the correct option is 200 each. Very good, very good. Okay, first let us have a look at the leaderboard, then I'll explain how this particular question can be done. ठीक है? Let's see who's it. Let's see who's it. It's Kiran and Fairy with the correct answers. Very good. Kiran is having a very good lead. Okay, and then we have Fairy, Jatin and Sana. So before we proceed further, I'll explain you how this particular question can be done. It says if a capacitor of C1 and C2 are connected in series, what will be the formula? 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2. The effective value is given as 100. ठीक है? Once they are connected in parallel, if C1 and C2 are connected in parallel, how will you find out the equivalent? That is C1 plus C2. This is given as 400. Okay, now don't try for solving it, because while solving it, quadratic equation will come, it will be a bit difficult. So just look into the options. What is the first option says? First option says both are 200 each. देख ले, if C1 and C2 are 200 each, will it be satisfying the first one? हाँ, 200 plus 200 400 हो जाएगा. Let's see whether it satisfies the first one. 1 by 200 plus 1 by 200, 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2, that is 2 by 200. This is equal to 1 by 100. Yes, it satisfies the first equation is also. So yes, the correct answer is 200 each. Okay, हो गया? समझ में आ गया? समझ में आ गया सबको? ओके, शैल वी गो फॉर द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन? सो कर ले बच्चा लोग, अगला क्वेश्चन तो आ गया. आई होप यू ऑल कैन सी द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, है ना? ओके, थैंक यू सो मच इशिका, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर द pain you have taken for coming here and wishing me happy Diwali. Thank you so much. So happy to see that. How can you join with a leaderboard? Rupa, you just have to go to the site of www.mendy.com. ठीक है, and the code that you have to use is 92843151. जल्दी जल्दी जल्दी. Okay, this is a very beautiful question. मतलब the concept that has been used here and the method by which this question has to be done, it has got too much of concepts. Those who give your time, okay, and those who want to do it in a very good fashion, you'll understand how amazing this question is. And many of the concepts will be clear once we solve this particular problem. So let's see. Hannah? So very good. 2 students gave me the correct answer. It is n minus 1 into c. So there is something which you should be knowing. Let's understand. Okay. First, let me see what's the leaderboard. So it was Tweeto and Sana who gave me the correct answer. Very good, both. So Kiran on the top. Just below that we have Sana, then Fairy, Jatin, Tweeto, who was the fastest person this time. Amit. Okay. So very good. So shall we understand this particular question? अरे स्पेस नहीं है थोड़ा भी, हाँ इधर एक स्पेस है, देख लें. Okay, I'll just look into the question. So it is being told that we have n parallel plates which is stacked one over the other. So I'm just taking a case, okay, so that we can understand the final answer, okay, which means I'm taking the number of plates that we have uses 4, okay, just do it with one of the numerical value, okay, then we can generalize it. So let us say we have 4 plates, 1, 2, 3, 4 connected between the potential difference of A and B. One more, it is told that the alternate plates are connected together. This is alternate plate, ये भी alternate plate, है ना? And each of the plate combination is producing a capacitance of C. Tell me how many combination of capacitors you can see. This is 1, these 2. These 2 is 2. So this 2 is 3. So we can see 3 capacitors that is being formed here. But you have to know how they are connected, whether they are in parallel or whether they are in series. Hai na? Let's find out. Draw it like this. Starting from the point A, you have the first plate, A plate. Okay. So I'm just drawing that particular plate as A. Starting from the point A, it is connected to the second plate here. Okay, where the second plate is connected to the point B. Okay, then this plate है ना, ये plate, can you see that plate? I'll mark it with another color. देख ले, ये plate है ना, that is also connected to the point A. So that plate is also connected to the point A. That plate is making a capacitor with another plate connected to the B. Another plate connected to the point B. ठीक है, ये हो गया हमारा second. Now can you see this capacitor, the capacitor 2? In the case of capacitor 2, one of the plate is connected to A, okay, and the other plate is connected to B. So now we have redrawn all the 3 capacitors with capacitance value of C, which is connected in parallel. Equivalent value of capacitance कितना होता है? C plus C plus C, 3C. If we have connected 4 plates, the capacitance is equal to 3. So what is the relationship between them? Array, this 3 isn't it 4 minus 1? Isn't 4 minus 1 is equal to 3? So similarly, if you are having n plates, the equivalent value of capacitance will be equal to 4 becomes 3. So n becomes n minus 1 into C. समझ में आ गया सबको? समझ में आ गया सबको? जल्दी बता. Yes, सबको समझ में आ गया, I suppose. So here we go for the very last question for the day. Okay, Bobby Kumari, good night. So yes, Aman, yes, Satya. Okay, Musammat. Okay. So yes, the last question for the day. The very last question for the day. I hope you all can see the question abhi. Okay, I'll just, अरे ये क्या हो गया? अरे मेरा chat screen कहाँ है, so that I can see you all. अरे बाप रे, एक मिनट, मेरा फोन को क्या हो गया? फोन सुधर जा, तू सुधर जा. Okay, 1 minute दे दे बच्चा लोग. It's 30 seconds more. Give me the answer quickly as fast as possible. Okay, so ठीक हो गया. Okay, I'll just bend a bit down so that you can see how this question can be done. After this particular question, we'll get to know who is the winner for today's class in Menti. So 3, 2, 1 and time is up. We have 5 students with the correct answer. Very good, very good. 5 students, बिल्कुल बढ़िया बच्चा लोग. Okay. So this time, who all got the correct answers? And here we have Kiran as the person on the top of the leaderboard, the winner of today's Menti quiz. Very good, Kiran. Everybody give a clap for Kiran. Everyone. Then we have Sana, then we have Tweeto, then we have Modiji, Amit, Fairy, Chatin, Sanchana, Aman. Very good, everyone. Bilkul badhiya. So tell me, bacha log, how was the session? Have you all enjoyed the session? Bilkul. Have you all enjoyed the session? Achhe wala. Okay. So before you all leave the classroom, I'll just tell you how this particular question can be done. I'm not doing the numerical parts, okay? So but you should be knowing how this particular question can be done, hai? So we have two metallic spheres, okay? One sphere with 3 microfarad and a potential of 300 volt is given. Okay, another sphere of 5 microfarad and 500 volt is given. Obviously, won't there be an energy associated with it? Formula half C1 V1 square. This half C2 V2 square. So the summation of this two, okay, will be the net initial energy. Total initial energy will be this. फिर क्या हो रहा है? Now what we are doing is these two spheres, now we are connecting it by a single connecting wire. Okay, so once we connect it through a wire, what happens? The charges will get transferred until both has the equal potential. Tell me how to find equation for this net value of potential. Those who don't know, it is C1 V1 plus C2 V2 the whole divided by C1 plus C2. This will be equivalent value of potential. Okay? And how will you find out equivalent value of capacitance? Two spheres or two capacitors with the same potential at its end. What is it? For that is equal to parallel combination of capacitors. So if 3 microfarad and 5 microfarad are connected, the equivalent value is 3 plus 5, that is 8 microfarad. If we have the equivalent capacitance, if we have the equivalent voltage, can we find out the final energy? Half C equivalent V equivalent square. ठीक है, ये क्या हो सकता है? This will be the final potential energy. So question क्या है? What is the question? What is the energy loss? How will you find out energy loss? Obviously final potential energy minus initial potential energy. So आप लोगों को उत्तर मिल जाएगा 0.0375 joules. Okay, so सबको समझ में आ गया how to do the problems? जल्दी बोल दे. With a smiling face. बोल दे हाँ सर बिल्कुल सही, अच्छे से समझ में आ गया. ठीक है. Okay. Now these are the other batches which is going on. You can be a part of it. Okay, because you know that exams are going on, so many crash courses are happening in Unacademy platform. If you wish to come, this is the best time for every one of you. And while you come here, don't forget to use the code of don't forget the code is AMB10 for getting extra 10% of discount. Use kar le, theek hai? So thank you so much everyone. Okay, and you all know what you all have to do. Click on that like button and do let me know that you all have enjoyed the classes. You loved all the concepts of physics we have discussed and you want more and more number of classes. ठीक है? So you also need to do a so-to favor to Ameer sir. Ameer भैया क्या कर सकता है? You just need to share the class with all your friends in all your school group and tell that such a crash course is happening. It's Ameer bhaiya's class. Come and join. It will be so good for you. ठीक है? So thank you so much everyone. Those who haven't subscribed, do subscribe to the channel. Okay, and thank you so much everyone. I think it's time for me to leave. So jaldi aap logon ko, tomorrow we'll be meeting with a current electricity chapter. Okay, tomorrow is the last class for current electricity. Don't miss it. So at same 10 o'clock. Okay, song तो अगले क्लास पे. आज तो आई एम नॉट फीलिंग गुड. आज 3 क्लासेस था मेरे लिए, इसीलिए अगले अगले क्लास पे सना बिल्कुल. Okay, so thank you so much everyone. Bye bye. Good night. Okay, so make your amazing preparation for the examination and do make an amazing result. ठीक है, bye.